Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker and I'm feeling just a little bit more energetic today. Player's choice, so you know what I'm picking. Or do you? Because I might feel like jazz today. I don't, but, you know, I've chosen differently before. Alright, no, today's been a very interesting day. Let's see, what do I want to... I'll get into that in a bit. I just want to see what sort of run I feel like doing. I mean, I could just randomize it, but... See, I do have one request that will look very similar to you guys when I do get into it. I think I'm going to save that one for a little bit later on down the line, because... Oh, hey, you know what? There is a run that I have. There is a run that I have on deck, and I think we're gonna take the tempo robe to do it. All right, so we are going to take another shot at the Rules of Contingency build. And, of course, in order to make that build work as best as we can, we are going to grab some things that are going to hit many times, as well as strike at range. Why? Because, frankly, I don't want some of those things getting in my face. So, there we go. So if we can design a build that'll just keep enemies away from me, that is what we're aiming for. There we go. And because this is going to be a build that's largely unaffected by damage stats, so I think it's also going to be largely unaffected by things like, you know, any sort of defense. So what we're going to be looking for is things that are going to keep us safe. A little self-healing, a little... Let's see, I'm using a different dash, or rather I'm using Chaotic Rift, so I really don't need Breezy Gray Canvas. So I'm thinking the things that are going to help the most are going to be things like Box Escape Key would probably be super helpful. So would Kasim's Airy Cloak or the Bowser Shell. But Dark Sage, that says Stygian Turtle Shell. Yeah, okay. You keep living in your little delusional world. Obviously, more movement speed would help. I think for purposes of this run, I'm just going to grab Box Escape. Alright, and there is Rules of Contingency. All attacks do 99 damage. That, of course, includes the enemies. So, the one upside to that is that we are in the normal castle configuration. So, we're probably not going to get hogtied by anything. Or curb stomped. And that is a very good thing. Alright, well, we're not going to worry about damage or critical chance. Receiving critical charge for things, though, probably isn't a bad idea. So, Rules of Contingency kind of really turns the game on its head. Because the things that you would value in a regular run, not so much with Rules of Contingency. What you really want are things that are going to keep you out of harm's way. So you want control, you want to be able to attack from a distance. You want anything that's going to make it easier for you to just deal with what's coming up. Armor isn't going to make a difference. Spiked emergency kit might, but I've already decided that I want the Wallet of Splendor. Try to keep away from spikes. As far as how today went, it was a really weird day where we basically had nothing to do at work. It was really weird. Like, we just had nothing that's... Ooh, Tectonic Drill is a big boy spell for this kind of build. So is Gale Force Alignments. I think I'm going to grab that, then I'm going to grab Gale Force Alignment, because that's going to be super helpful. Alright, is there anything here that I really want? See, we're not gonna... There isn't a whole lot of reason to grab much else, so I'm gonna grab that for our signature charge. And I guess I'll grab that. I don't know. I'm not too thrilled about it, but there it is. Yeah, those guys are going to be exceptionally dangerous in this run. Like, they already do right around shitloads and assloads of damage. Please break. Jeez. Oh. Yay! Oh, another one! Yay! So, go back to what you were saying earlier. Why didn't you have a lot to do at work today? Because our primary department head is on vacation, and the guy who's filling in seems to be having trouble figuring out how much stuff he needs to order. So it has created this... It's created this sort of idea that there... Well, not idea, but it's created this problem where we just don't have stuff to stock. So, yeah. That's just kind of how it's been. So, I am thinking... Well, first thing I'm thinking is I should go see what Iris has for sale. Wow, I don't want any of that. Shock Assault has a nice little benefit to it where it has invulnerability frames after you land the dash. Not gonna take it though, mostly because I want to try to stay away from close range stuff on this build. Yeah, honestly, better cooldowns is always something that's going to be highly valued in a run like this. Don't care. I normally would, but not today. I have Chaotic Rift, so don't care. No. So, Scissors of Vitality or Bracers of the Beast are kind of what we need here. And I think Scissors of Vitality is the right idea. Flame Cleaver. What the hell? Alright, so our dodging game needs to be on point because the bosses are going to be particularly difficult. Or not. Actually, I like that better than Flame Cleaver. So the real reason why I have Bouncing Surge is because I'm planning on taking that into the Sura fight and managing that fight with that. And there you see our first example of what happens when we get clipped. So needless to say, we want to avoid that happening. Now, at the moment, this looks really easy, but... Pardon me. I want to remind you that the enemies are also doing 99 damage per hit, so... You can imagine what that looks like with an enemy that has, you know, rapid-fire hits. All it's really going to take is one enemy that has a particular penchant for rapid fire hits to sneeze in my direction, and that's going to be it. So we are keeping we're trying to stay as relaxed as possible, like I was doing yesterday. Let's see. Well, there are definitely things here that I wouldn't mind taking if I were running a normal build, but of course, they save giving me all this good stuff for when I'm running a build where damage doesn't matter. So, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. You gonna have that stuff for me next run? No? Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, I'm just gonna give you that because I don't care. It was a freebie anyway. Okay. This seems like a good time to grab a potion. So the key to winning this is to make sure that we're dodging properly while taking any opportunity we can to lay on some damage that's hard for our enemies to do anything about. That's why I'm very strictly staying away from melee-based stuff. But things that strike at range and strike multiple times, definitely what we want. And Gale Force alignment is good because it's going to strike rapidly and for a long period of time. Right, I say no thanks to Bubble Blast, or whatever the hell it's called. Alright, anything here that'll be useful? Well, cooldown reduction. Extra money. And the rocket will probably help as well. Is there a reason why she's refusing to upgrade Gale Force alignment or Bouncing Surge? I mean, other than just that she hates me. I mean, I think we've already established that. Okay, so what I would like is to give her Flame Cleaver. Will that happen? I don't know, but it's worth a shot. Oh no, she took Surge Anchor. Thank you. And I would love to have seen that in a regular run. My goodness, this whole Rules of Contingency thing is starting to bug me. Alright, let's get this going. Alright, can I just one-shot them with Aqua Beam? Let's find out. Okay, not Aqua Beam, but that's because they immediately charged my position, and it made me feel nervous. Alright, Shu is going to be a dangerous one. Like, there's a good chance that the run will end with him just because he's such a rapid-fire beast. Yeah, you have to think very differently when you're playing with Rules of Contingency on. And, you know, in one way, that can be a lot of fun. But, you know, in other ways, it's really dangerous. We want that. We're also going to want the Sleepy Thunderstone. we will, of course, be back for the Sleepy Thunderstone. I could just use the, you know, the Wallet of Intense Pain, but... I have this Journal of Midas. I'd like to use it. Alright, boom. Sleepy Thunderstone. And what are you? Signature charges faster at low health. I mean, I haven't gotten a single signature off this entire run because nothing lives long enough. Whoops, that was a bad shot. Well, there's Gale Force alignment upgrade. Might as well upgrade that too. Actually, I can probably set that instead of Bouncing Surge for the time being. I don't want to take guesses. Ooh, God, another thing that I would love to have if I were doing a normal run. Like I said, when you're using this, your dodging point needs to be on. Your dodging game needs to be on point. See, this whole like recording for YouTube thing would be a lot easier if I could talk. Let me rephrase that. This whole YouTube thing would be a lot easier if I could talk well. Make sure that everything goes according to plan. Beautiful. Easiest taffy break of my life. No thanks. Like, real honestly, if you want a good way to cheese this particular variety of run, the best way to do it would be... No, not yet. Would be essentially run Perforating Jet with magnetic follow-up. That would be the... God, it's always those Force Mages that hit me when I'm doing this. Yeah, Perforating Jet and Magnetic Follow-Up would just layer on enough hits to completely cheese the bosses. Then you're seeing how I'm handling the regular old mooks. And that is why we took the things that essentially make us immune to defeat. Because there is always a chance that something like that will happen. And that is also why any enemy that has something that can hit you multiple times is the most dangerous thing ever conceived of. Alright, we are at the end. Can I actually win this one? Last time I did this, I did not win. Oh, I'm guessing you can probably figure out why. Alright. Oh, hey. Alright, so we've got some backups, and I'm hoping that this will get us through. But again, dodging game has to be on point. At least a little bit. Alright, there we go. Rules of Contingency finished. I know it looks super easy, but trust me, this is not as simple as it looks. Pardon me. Finishing a Rules of Contingency run really makes it so that you have to stay on your toes at all times. Like, even when you're working with the castle's regular configurations, some of those enemies are just horrible menaces to have to come across. But it does also value some other relics over others, so if you're sick of a run where you're always ending with Merchant's Cart and Adorable Mimic and whatnot, try something like this out. Find ways to either save yourself from defeat, cancel out damage, protect yourself, or reduce your cooldowns. And run a run with exclusively that, and it'll be a very different experience for you, trust me. But hopefully you guys really enjoyed this run. This was a very interesting run, one that made it very stressful, and obviously that's why I took Box Escape Key. And it turned out it was useful, as I thought it would be. So if you like this, go through the YouTube 5-step to let YouTube know that you liked it. I, of course, appreciate you guys coming and spending some of your free time here with me today. It really does mean a lot to me. I hope you have a fantastic day or night wherever you may happen to be, and I will catch you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and you take care, everybody.